So, hello. 1 year on then from the final experiment, and it's time to point and laugh.
Don't feel bad for the flat earthers. They've all been depressed since December. It was the final experiment all over the world. They all tuned in. Two of their leaders, they went to see if the sun set. One of them filmed it, the other one cried like a child. But there are a few flat earthers left. They're still delusional, but they're not a threat. There are a few flat earthers left. I can't help but feel bad. They're still virgins. Well, now they live underground. I don't mean that metaphorically, it's where they can be found. All those dollar store experiments, no one's there to watch them now. All the live streams, no one's in the chat room now. But there are a few flat earthers left. They're still delusional, but they're not a threat. There are a few flat earthers left. I can't help but feel bad. They're still virgins.
And now, from the mean streets of Essex, England, this is Whatcast.
Hello, this is Whatcast. I am Matt, having a chilled out Sunday evening here in the UK, right? The K of you. 1 year, 14th of December last year was the day they first witnessed on the final experiment, the 24-hour sun. I see Matthew is in the chat pretending that it hasn't affected anything. That is why we're here to laugh today. Yeah. Good day, Hackeraman. Looking forward to more laughter. Yeah, that's what it's all about. $2 Thank you, mate. Nice one. Why do I share a name with the only flirt in the room? Weird. So, what are we going to do today then? So, I've been noticing over the last weeks what's changed my mind, because I was just going to do any old bollocks like I usually do, but I just thought might as well, like I've seen Toon and Dave and people putting out like the camera, like the chest cams, I guess it was, they was using for every single day, all of the behind the scenes footage, which obviously they've been working on all year to make it look like they were there, even though I saw some of it 9 months ago. Hello, Megan. And I thought I'd watch a little bit of that. Then I thought I'd have a bit of Twatzoid with his debate. Actually, shall I have I think I'll do the Twatzoid bit first, because that was I think it was pre-TFA. A debate with Will about the evidence that he's expecting to see in Antarctica. Was that him or was that after? Someone let me know. Whether the modern day debate, I think it was, with Flatzoid and Will, was after TFA or before TFA. Just trying to get some kind of an order to what I've actually got here. Cheers, Meg. Why? Oh, I was about to say, why isn't Meg a mod? But she is. Why isn't JD a mod? Let's make JD a mod. Add as moderator. There you go. And swig of tea. Got a beer here as well. So yeah, basically the cope, then the elaborate hoax that they filmed for hours and hours and hours. Obviously, just all pretending to be in Antarctica and pretending to be in Punta Arenas. They did it before and after. I don't know which one I've got. Let me have a quick see what it is here. Not that one. I've got. What date was this from? This was from one. It says 1 year ago. Yeah, so we'll do that first anyway, because Flatsoid's going to feature quite a lot here with his because he was one of the biggest fools of the year with his not knowing where the South Pole was and all the rest of it. So let's just get on with this, shall we? Everybody, now what's funny is the way that Jaren as well, but also mainly Witsit, started to try to change their mind before any of this happened, as almost like they knew what was going to happen. And the cope with the Steve guy that wanted the phone call from Antarctica and then cried that he didn't get it on night one and wouldn't answer any of his calls. He's going to be on today. He's going to be featured here with some of this stuff that I've got. Let's get into the... I think this was from before. If it wasn't, I will stop it and move on. But let's play it first. Let's go there. This could be the one.
About a year ago now. And we're going to be going to Antarctica.
Oh, you go. This is before.
In about a week. And that's the one place that
before.
flat earthers have said for years would tell us definitively if we live on a globe or if we live on a flat earth. And the main thing we're going to be doing in Antarctica is seeing whether or not there is a 24-hour sun. So...
also, what I might do today, I'm going to set a super chat target actually first. If we end up going a bit longer today, I will possibly be pushing the link into the chat here, and a few people can come up and have a bit of a chill if they want and have a bit of a laugh at this. Why not? Just going to have a chilled out evening. W juice. We need a top up. W juice. And extra stream. Why not stick it in there? Start. Oh, right. Let's get on with this debate because this is from before. The usual. This is Macca. Oh, you're just one. Right, I'm going to count Macca's one in the super chat total anyway because he just beat me to it there. Yeah. They proved they had to fake it. Cool. Nice one, Matthew. You got fairly humiliated by Planet Peterson, if I can remember rightly. But then, what's new? Let's get this super chat here. No, he didn't tell you that. You're talking bollocks, obviously. Let's get Macca up on the screen here. Macca, £10. The usual can't stay. Just wanted to contribute. Enjoy it all and hit the thumbs up. Thanks, mate. Nice one, Macca. UK. We love a bit of UK support in here. And JD, welcome to Team Whatcast. Thanks, mate. Let's roll it.
We're going to make some predictions today. I'm going to make some predictions based on the globe. Hopefully Flatsoid can make some predictions.
That's the delusion.
Based on flat Earth. And I'm going to go ahead and share my screen right now.
I might even
Let's
put
see here.
I might cover Matthew's debate at some point just so everyone can watch Planet Peterson get stomped.
All right, so I'm going to answer 3 simple questions, and I hope Flatsoid can do the same. So the first one is, on the globe model, what is Antarctica? So on the globe model, Antarctica is a continent, And it is an island continent, meaning it's completely surrounded by water. And that's pretty much it on the globe model. So I'm hoping to hear what Antarctica is on the flat Earth model. And I think we're going to see that it's very different than the
just
globe model.
really quickly.
Second question is, where is Antarctica? So
Can someone just clip this or screenshot this just so as Toon can see that he's avoiding talking to Matthew here? He's too scared to talk to Matthew. Is there ever a flat earther that ever tells the truth about anything ever? Have we found one ever? I've never seen one. Just so ridiculously dishonest. Matthew, why don't you take Toon up on his 100 grand challenge for next? Have to be next December now, because you're so confident that none of this was real. So go make yourself rich. What's the problem? Weird. Hello, Spin. Hello, Roger. Let's carry on.
I've got a globe here, and on the globe model, Antarctica would be as far south as you can go on the globe. So if you go all the way south, you will end up hitting Antarctica. A lot of flat earthers challenge globers to show how you can go to the South Pole and then keep going south, and that's a misunderstanding of the globe. You cannot go further south than the South Pole. So very simple. Here is the island continent of Antarctica, and where it is it's on the southernmost part of the globe. And then lastly, the third question is, what does the sun do in Antarctica? This is a very, very important one. On the globe model, during certain times of year, specifically during the southern summer solstice, which
Notice Twatzoid doing the casual layback on his chair. None of this is going to faze me. I'm just not bothered by anything you've got to say because I'm so self-assured. And then when it comes to his time to speak, see what he does.
we are coming up on in a couple of weeks, most of Antarctica at that time has what's known as a 24-hour sun. And this is because on the globe model, we have what's known as an axial tilt. That's why when you purchase a globe, it's tilted. And so if you look here.
Happy anniversary to Cleavage K then. 1 year since she became a recognized normal person.
I'm going to tilt the globe towards the
Colder, hello.
camera. As the Earth spins, you can
I'm trying to see everybody.
see Antarctica the entire time. And so during the southern summer, as the Earth is spinning, a lot of Antarctica is exposed to the sun the entire time. So that results in what's called a 24-hour sun or a midnight sun. This is something that flat earthers have said for years does not happen in Antarctica. They have said there is no 24-hour sun. They have said you don't see the sun in the sky for 24 hours. And they've made a very adamant stance against this. And the globe model says, hey, there is a 24-hour sun. And so that's why I created the final experiment. As I said, let's just go and see. Now, in terms of modeling, a gentleman, lots of people on the globe side have done models of what they expect the sun to do where we will be at, which is Union Glacier, Antarctica. But a guy named Ole D. Hasselier, hopefully I'm pronouncing his name right, he sent me a model of what the sun should do on the globe model where we will be. And so I'm going to go ahead and share that now. And this model, you'll see the rotating Earth in the upper right corner. You'll see the sun there and the motion of the sun. And you also have the terrain around us at Union Glacier. This kind of modeling can be done because the globe is real. You couldn't do...
Wow, look at that. Look at what the sun's doing there. That's almost like that's exactly what it did when they went. Strange, that. It's weird that it almost exactly followed that model.
Modeling like this on something that doesn't exist. So because the globe is real, you're able to model the exact movement of the sun at any particular place on the globe. You'll notice that the sun is going up and down. That is also due to the tilt of the globe. I'm not sure Flat Earth has an explanation for that. Maybe Flatzoid will say that the sun is not going to go up and down through the sky like that. So I hope...
Flatzoid, like Dave Weiss hasn't got a neck, has he? But Flatzoid's got enough neck for both of them. Looks like E.T. Flatzoid phone on. There's a terrible impression of E.T. Right, let's have a quick... I've got some super chats here. Mike Gurney. Hello, Mike. £5. Poor Matthew Hakim, is that his say your name, Matthew? Gets humiliated by everyone he tries to debate. That's what I've seen. I mean, obviously he's doing a victory lap after every single one of them, but he's quite... He's not a horrible bloke, though, is he? Let's give him a bit of credit. He's not a prick. Well, he might be a prick, but he's not he doesn't call everyone a pedo and stuff just because they annoy him. Well, I don't hate him. He seems all right. Deluded, but unless I'm missing something, I'm sure people will correct me if I'm wrong. And I see Spin says, please check your DM. Quick aside. Okay, what have you done? What have you sent me? I'll have a look. I'll play this.
Flatzoid can answer those 3 simple questions, which are, what is Antarctica? Where is Antarctica? And what does the sun do in Antarctica? And then we can have a discussion together about this.
Does it?
And then at the end, time permitting, I would like to talk to Flatzoid about some comments he's made about me being insecure about my religion, if we have time. So with that, I'll turn it over.
Ooh, okay, so there's a little extra heat we didn't know about. Well, thank you so much, Will, for the introductory statement. We are going to head it over to Flatzoid in just 1 second, but I'm going to remind our audience that if you don't know, I want to welcome you to Modern Day Debate. We're a neutral platform hosting debates on science, politics, religion. We hope everybody feels welcome here. If you haven't already, smash that like button. We appreciate it. Share this out in those spaces you like having these discussions. But more importantly, if you want to grill one of the speakers on screen, we are going to take...
You really think that I would learn to not give Flat Earthers any credit? I haven't watched this. Is this Globey's clip or is this Tone? Whose video is this? Ross. Oh God, him. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. But is this just a little clip? Shall I watch this clip? Then it will come through here. I'll watch it at some point. I can do it at another time.
Super chats at the end, so get your questions in now. I see all kinds are popping in.
But retracted.
LJ is biting at the chop there, or champing at the bit, I should say. I can't talk today. I'm tired from last night, I swear. All right, let's hand it over to Flatzoid. You got up to 6 minutes.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate this discussion. Thank you, Will, for actually asking for this, because I'm happy I could actually present this now, especially now it's almost time to do this. So I'm going to argue against why I say the final experiment is not an experiment, as it's not scientific and it's only a false dichotomy. First, we have to look at the basics. What is science? Well, science, based on definition, is the systematic study and the structure of behavior of the physical and natural world through, note, observation, experimentation, and testing the theories against the evidence obtained. So we have to observe what we're claiming, and then we have to do experimentation to make it called science. So do we observe the sun? Well, I agree. Yes, obviously we see the sun. What do we observe about the sun, though? Let's see. We observe the sun moving across our sky. We see that it gives heat energy. We see it lights up the sky. We see divergent rays. We see it following a circuit with...
I can bring it up, but once we do a bit of TFA stuff, maybe I'll bring it. If it's just a clip, maybe I'll put it. But I've got to load all my bloody Discord back onto the screen and stuff. But
its times and seasons. This should be interesting because since Will Duffy is a Christian as myself, and the Bible does talk about the sun following a circuit, it should be interesting to see how he will speak about this later. We see its change is in angular size based on the weather and just the angle movement. Sometimes you can see the sun huge at the horizon. Sometimes you can see it small. It has different optical effects. And yes, we are even able to show angular size change with lens with lens caps.
With lens.
So next we have to make a hypothesis. What is a scientific hypothesis? A scientific hypothesis is a testable statement that is a prediction of the outcome of an experiment and is based on prior knowledge and observation. So we have to test it based on a prediction, and we have to do an experiment based on a knowledge of these observations. Okay, so what is a hypothesis, you might ask? Well, it's simple. There's just 3 very basic essential parts. The explanation. This is the explanation is part of the hypothesis, which means you have to know the independent variable. The independent variable is the factor that the researcher has to manipulate to see if it affects the other variables. The other variables it will have to affect is the dependent variable. So the dependent variable is the other variable that is affected by the independent variable.
No, you're right, Clarence. Yeah, it doesn't matter if... I said this all along. Who cares if it's an experiment? Call it whatever you want. You can't explain it, and that's the important thing. It doesn't work for you.
So let's just make this very short and simple. The IB, the independent variable, has to be manipulated to cause the effect for the DV, the dependent variable. This has to be happening to make it scientific. So what is an independent variable? Simple. It is the independent variable are the directly manipulated
Cheers for that, Davids.
by the researcher, while the dependent variables are not. They are dependent because they are affected by the independent variable in their experiment. Notice that this is in the experiment done, not just due to observation. Observation is not an experiment. The hypothesis requires an IV and a DV, and the IV has to be manipulated because that is the presumed cause for the effect. So, can we manipulate the cause in the final experiment? No.
Put the word no on the screen. No! Or, what he should have said, he should have played this clip.
No, you can fuck off.
That's what he should have played.
So not science. No, it's not an experiment. So therefore, we can't claim the final experiment as an experiment because it's not scientific. Now, why is the final experiment a false dichotomy? Well, it's very simple. A false dichotomy is a logical fallacy that presents a situation as having only two options, usually extreme opposites, when in reality there are more possibilities. Yes, this is what the final experiment pushes, either globe or either flat because of sun. Therefore, it's a false dichotomy.
Yeah, but it's also a true dichotomy, isn't it? Because that there is still... Has anybody noticed, I wonder if Matthew could address this, if he's in the room still, that Flat Earth hasn't moved forward one step since the final experiment. Just, in fact, you've gone backwards and you're now making the same arguments as you did in 2014. The ones that you'd all gave up on because they were so ridiculous, you've gone back to them because now you know that nothing else works for you. So it's bizarre that anybody still is pushing forward with this. I think your time could, please don't stop, right? Because it's funny for me. I don't want any flat earthers to stop being flat earthers. Selfishly. But there's other things you could be doing with your time that are more, literally anything is more credible than flat earth now. Anything.
What is the argument for the final experiment? Well, simple. If we see a 24-hour sun in Antarctica, then that means a globe Earth. And if we see it setting sun, then it's the flat Earth. The issue I have with this is, it doesn't matter if it sets or is above the horizon 24 hours a day. It will not either invalidate or validate a flat Earth. The only ones making a claim here are the globe. Just like Will Duffy did in his presentation, showing the sun and models of the sun moving around the globe. So in other words, it's only there to invalidate a globe, not a flat Earth. Flat Earth is able to have the sun...
Matthew, you are trolling. Should I put a link in the chat for Matthew?
Going in a circuit around Antarctica 24 hours a day and not as well. It doesn't really change if the Earth is flat or not. So why do we look at the sun and ignoring all the huge glaring issues? Why do we not observe physical curve? Everything we observe is optical. This can be demonstrated and shown to be so. Why don't we observe Earth movement? Well, it's simple. We know the stars are moving like the Bible describes it as well. Why don't we observe gravity? Well, the claim is gravity is real, although there is no science for gravity. It's based on pseudoscience and false attribution to things falling. So,
30 seconds.
Just a whole bunch of claims with pseudoscience backing as masquerading as science. And that's my opening statement. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Flatzoid, for your introductory statement. We are going to kick it into open discussion, so a big reminder to our live chat that we are going to take the super chats at the end. They're flying in there, guys. So I'm going to set, I'm going to set 40 minutes on the timer there, and then I'll check in with you guys. So I'm going to hand it over to you, Will, to respond to some of what you just heard in the intro, and we'll try to get a natural flow going back and forth. So whenever you're ready there, Will.
Great. And I can still share easily, same way?
Sure thing, yep.
Okay, cool. So number one, this discussion, as both of us knew going into this, was supposed to be about predictions, and you didn't make any predictions in your opening statement, so hopefully that will change as our conversation goes on. I did anticipate you telling me that it's not an experiment, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen real quick. And I do have a question for you. Are you a doctor?
No, that was a joke.
Yellowstone will still be there.
So I'm going to tell you something fun here. If you don't like the name, which I happen to like, you can just call it something else, like maybe the Final Expedition. But what I've learned, Keith, is that when people focus on things that are not substantive, it's because they don't have answers to the actual arguments. So I bet Globers, and I won't do this, I won't say anything about you calling yourself Dr. Flatzoid, because that would only mean I can't respond to your actual arguments. And so therefore, I need to make fun of your name. Okay, so we don't need to talk about whether or not it's an experiment. You can call it whatever you want. We're going to get to the heart of the issue, which is whether or not a 24-hour sun in Antarctica is possible on a flat Earth. How does that sound?
No, first of all, Dr. Flatswood was me making fun of not a Professor Dave because he calls himself a professor and he's not a professor. Secondly,
that's the
it's a false
weirdest thing.
equivalence because what I call
That's the weirdest thing in the world to me, that they try to discredit Professor Dave, like somehow that helps them. Like if Professor Dave isn't a professor, then they get annihilated by someone that's not a professor. I'd want him to be the top professor. If he was destroying something I believed in like he does with theirs, I'd want him to be like the top guy in the world at something to be able to then go, well, actually, you know, he is pretty good. But they were like, oh, he's fucking terrible. He's not a professor. And then he annihilates them. And then they just go, well, he's not a professor. That's like somehow that's helpful. Completely ridiculous. Yeah, the link is the link is pinned at the top of the chat there. I don't even know which there for you guys, isn't it? So Matthew can, I mean, it's up to him. I'm happy to either way. Doesn't bother me.
call myself as a name has got nothing to do with what you're claiming is an experiment. You have claimed multiple times that this experiment will either prove a globe Earth or a flat Earth. Someone's name doesn't prove a model or the other. So yes, the predictions were talked about in me stating it's not science. You are the one making a claim that because sun does this, therefore this is the outcome. Therefore a false dichotomy and not scientific. Now, I'm glad you concede it's not scientific. That's great. But I don't need to make a prediction because I'm not the one with the burden here. You are the one having a burden because of your insecurities, as you plainly said we were going to talk about. Because you have an insecurity about the globe, you need to go and prove it to yourself.
Oh, that's a shame. Maybe maybe Dick Wayne might not. Dick Wayne won't come back either, will he? Oh well.
Okay, cool. You said it's a false dichotomy, right? Is whether or not there's a 24-hour sun in Antarctica in reality a false dichotomy?
Yes, because your outcome is either globe or either flat.
Okay, let me explain this to you. Whether or not there's a 24-hour sun in Antarctica is a true dichotomy. There either is or there isn't. You can't say it's a false dichotomy because there is no third option. So if you want to call it a false dichotomy, tell me what the third option is. Option 1 is there's not a 24-hour sun. Option 2 is there is. What's the third option?
Again, your argument is
Why does he say he does that? You always know when Flatside's stumped. Firstly, every time he speaks. But secondly, he says, again, and then repeats an irrelevant thing that's got nothing to do with what's being discussed.
if sun, then globe. If no sun, then flat Earth. That is the false dichotomy. Whoa. It's not just because sun or not sun. Your argument is because sun, therefore model. Therefore, it's a false dichotomy.
We will get there, but you're not answering my question. Is whether or not there is a 24-hour sun in Antarctica a false dichotomy?
Not on its own, no.
Correct.
But your premise is based upon either flat or globe, which makes it a false dichotomy.
We'll get there. Okay, we'll get there. So whether or not there's a 24-hour
Someone doesn't know what a false dichotomy is.
sun in Antarctica is a true dichotomy. Okay, so that's number one. What was your position on the 24-hour sun in Antarctica prior to the announcement of the final experiment?
Well, my belief was I wouldn't be able to see it because everything they've ever showed usually is faked. But then again, you just now.
But then again, I need wriggle room. Let's spit it out. Because I know you're going to see the 24-hour sun, so I have to make an excuse now because someone's actually going to do something, and that's completely against what Flat Earth needs. So I'm going to pretend that it doesn't matter.
Obfuscating from your false dichotomy because your whole argument is, which you're now ignoring, because we see the sun, it's either a globe or flat. Is that true or not?
I don't care what Will says. Yes, that's true. I don't know why people try to yes. There cannot be a flat Earth with a 24-hour sun in Antarctica. There cannot be one. So yes, that's the answer.
We'll get there. I do believe we can falsify the globe, and I believe we can falsify flat Earth based on whether or not there's a 24-hour sun. But I think this is super important for the audience to know what your position was prior to the final experiment. So I'm going to play a quick video. It's super.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention someone called Robert Williams. I'm going to read it out to the room. This is from my podcast comments on Spotify. Robert Williams says, government puts salt in the sea to control our water. A-R-E, not our water. Facts, Whatcast. Debate me, fool. So I've replied with, our water, huh? I'm live on YouTube this Sunday evening from about 7 UK time. See you there. So Robert Williams, if you are in the chat, this is your moment. This is your moment. And any other flat earthers in the chat, this is your moment. Matthew Hakeem is not going to represent you tonight. It would be great if any of you could come on and talk about the final experiment. That would be fantastic, because none of you all pretend you don't believe it, but are terrified to even discuss it. I've noticed this on TikTok. Those people were the mouthiest people in the world. And if you bring up TFE to any of them, they run a mile and block you immediately. And all they want to do is talk about the same old shit that's all been debunked a trillion times. This need to feel special is quite alarming. None of you are special. And I hope I'm annoying people by saying that. I hope people get really pissed off. But what will generally happen is I'll say that and then someone will make a video about me. They'll be sitting here listening right now, raging, and then they'll make a video about me. Why don't you not make a video about me and just come in and actually expose me for the shill I am right now? I won't mute you. Nobody. Water. Exactly.
For short. Okay, here we go.
And that's why you get the borders confused with the 24-hour sunlight in Antarctica. Because they see the sun's there 24, but it's not the sun. It's just the sunlight.
Yeah.
You don't even see the sun.
Soprano says it's literally sunlight for 24 hours. No, it's daylight, not sunlight. You don't see the sun. There's no sunlight for 24 hours. Only daylight, Liberator.
Okay, cool. So that was your position before the final experiment was announced, right?
Still is.
And why were you taking such a hard stance that you don't see the sun in the sky for 24 hours?
Because I just said, I haven't seen actual evidence of 24-hour sun other than faked edited videos.
Okay, now I've looked at these faked and edited videos that you're talking about, and there's only one that was edited of all of them. And I looked at it very carefully, and there's only 11 frames missing from that edited video.
Look at the face on Wankzoid's mouth there. Look at the face on his mouth. I don't know whether he's about to start cry wanking or whether he's pretending to be not impressed, or whether he's thinking, oh fuck, the 11 frames has reared its ugly head again.
What's the big deal?
Okay, based on 11 frames, we've been through this before. Even Ryan.
Oh, if you've just got membership, thanks. Vicious Cycle, nice one. Vicious Cycle, generous. I love it when you get generous people coming. Makes my night. It does. Vicious Cycle. Cheers, mate.
I know. You do know those 11 frames are in the video. And because you're bringing it up, is showing you just dishonest. And by the way, if you guys have been realizing, his whole tactic is try and attack my character. So we're going to go back to the actual
That's really easy, though, isn't it, to attack your character?
Argument of, is the final experiment scientific and a true dichotomy? No, it's not scientific, and it's a false dichotomy, because Will Duffy has an insecurity about his own belief system.
That's not what the conversation was supposed to be about, though, wasn't it? It was about what do you predict that's going to happen on the 24-hour... Will the 24-hour sun happen or not, Twatzoid? And you strangely want to dodge that question, which is the only question... Well, not the only question, but it was by far the main question that the experiment or observation, whatever you want to call it, was going to find out.
Now, I'm going to say this again. Does this TFE debunk a flat earth or a globe? No, it does not.
I don't know this person. Right, let's bring this up here. Mike Gurney, £5 cheers, mate. Nice one. I hear Mikey Smith and Origin. How do you even say this word? Someone when I give the word, because no flat earthers are probably going to come up. Once we get to we'll either get to the super chat target or we'll see how we do here. And at some point I'll probably have a couple of people up if you want to come up. Someone can tell me how to say this word, because I've got no fucking idea at all. Right?
not disprove or prove a flat Earth in the least. The only one it can invalidate is a globe, because the invalidation is based on a claim made by the globe. So the burden is on the globe side, not with the flat Earth side.
Okay, so a couple things here. The reason I brought up the 11 frames is because it's really unfair of you to say that someone who edits a video means
You're all saying a different thing. What am I supposed to do with this information? Every single one of you is saying this a different word.
you should reject what they put on their video because they edited it when you yourself edited a video, okay? Now, when you say, and I'm very familiar with this because I do my homework, when you say that the 11 frames were in the video at the beginning, that's because you were playing it at full speed. A frame is 1/60th of a second. So at full speed, no one was going to notice it. But at the end of the video, when you were going in slow motion, frame by frame, where people would actually notice that it went behind the horizon, that's when you remove the 11 frames to get rid of curvature or evidence of curvature. That's
Okay,
the truth.
first of all, a guy's edited video to say, look, 24-hour sun, and he's literally edited to make it look like a 24-hour sun, has not comparison to what I showed. I showed all the frames. You can even put on...
Yeah, but since then, Twatzoid, you've seen a 24-hour real-time video and time-lapse videos, and you still don't believe them. So what fucking difference did it make that you didn't believe the other ones you'd seen?
2 times speed, 0.25, it will show all the frames in the video. So that's literally a false equivalence again. And then I even point out to say, look where it lands. And I show you the horizon. I show you the apparent horizon. I show you the inferior mirage. And I show you me taking away the inferior mirage after I showed all the frames. So that is totally not the same as someone making a video and saying, look, a 24-hour sun, and it's faked and edited. And by the way, that model you pointed...
Yeah, but then they've made... I'm going to watch a little bit more of this. I'm going to move on to other things because they've got a lot to show and not a lot of time to do it in.
With the sun going up and down, a lot of the videos we see doesn't do that. How does that comport to the model that was presented?
97 people in here, 27 likes. Come on, people. Smash the like button. Let's get this out there. Let's see if we can attract any more flat earthers in here with more testicles than Matthew.
That's because you don't understand the globe. So if you watch a video of the 24-hour sun that is taken at the South Pole, the sun will not go up and down. But the further you get away from the South Pole, it will, because of the curvature of the globe. That's just a misunderstanding of the globe model. Now, again, we can make these very specific predictions of altitude and azimuth, and guess what? I think you know they're going to come true when we get to Antarctica. So how is it all of these people who have never been to Antarctica can make these predictions that will come true if the globe is false? Explain that to me. Explain to me how we can have dozens of predictions of what the sun will do in Antarctica. You claim there's no videos of it, and you claim that the only videos that exist are faked. So how is it that these people can make an accurate prediction of what the sun will do in Antarctica?
Okay, first of all, I said the videos I've seen are faked. I'm not saying all videos are faked. Secondly, again, you are trying to reverse the burden onto me to make a claim I don't need to. You the one with...
Yeah, you do. You need to make a claim. Why are flat earthers terrified of making claims? It doesn't make any sense to me. Matthew, why don't any of you ever make claims? We don't make claims. Well, then you're not in the argument at all, then, are you? If you're too cowardly to make a claim about anything, why are you even in the conversation?
a claim, you are the one making a false statement here by claiming because sun in sky, therefore globe. Because sun not in sky, therefore flat earth. It doesn't disprove or prove anything. It's literally a waste of money and a waste of people's time because you're pushing something that is a false dichotomy.
Okay, so you didn't answer my question. I can't let you get away with this.
My answer is I am not going to be bullied into making a claim because of your insecurity.
Okay, hold on.
I'm not clarify the question. And
I'm not bullying. I'm not bullying you. I'm not.
Don't bully me into making it. He was supposed to have been one of the top flat earthers, and yet I'm not going to make a claim. Yeah, you do. You claim the Earth is flat. You're called Flatzoid. That's a claim. If the Earth is flat, the sun can't circle people's heads in Antarctica. If it can, show how it can. Or...
No, you can fuck off.
There you go. Zoidberg. Wow. $2. It's a little bit of wank juice as my first contribution. Thanks, mate. Love that. Cheers for the wank juice. I will be enjoying that later on, obviously. Not as much as Twatzoid will be, but he cries afterwards.
asking you to make a claim yet. I will be, because you agreed to do this, to make predictions of what we will see in Antarctica. But I'm not doing that with this question. My question is very simple. How can dozens of people around the world who have never been to Antarctica accurately model what the sun will do if they've never been there? How is that possible?
A model is a model. They can accurately model a black hole in space. Does that make a black hole real? No, it doesn't. A model is just a model. You can put data in, you can make it. You can make a model of a donkey Earth and get the same results. That doesn't make it reality.
No, you couldn't. Show me a donkey Earth that you could do that on.
A model that you're claiming is reality is a reification fallacy. Now, again, you are trying to
It's a fallacy.
push me to make a prediction and me to make a claim which I've never made. And no, I never agreed to make predictions. The whole thing was you came and asked, will I have a discussion with you about this, the TFE? I said, perfect, that would be great. Because the whole reason I wanted to do this was to show it's not an experiment and to show it's a false dichotomy. And it's very telling, guys, that this guy's trying to be dishonest and trying to character assassinate me and trying to bully me to make a claim.
He's a bully. He's bullying me. No. You need to make a claim. If you hold a position as strongly as you pretend that you do, then you need to be confident enough to make a claim about it. That's just reality, right? I've never got into a debate in my life about anything that I believe in and then said, I don't believe in what you're saying, but I'm absolutely not going to make a claim about what I believe, because then it can be tested and you can use it against me and show me that it's wrong. So I'm going to be a bitch and a complete coward and say that I don't claim anything and just attack your position. And in my mind, that's completely fair. That's me with confidence. Imagine not believing in your position that much that you are too scared to make a claim about it. And here is Twatzoid.
That is his.
Okay, so number one, I didn't character assassinate you. I brought to the table a reality, which is that you have been caught editing a video. You didn't even admit to it. You were caught. And here you are talking about someone who edited a video that was taken in Antarctica. And so there just seems to be a bit of a double standard. Now, let's let the record show you have not explained how it is that dozens of people who have never been to Antarctica can accurately predict the sun's movement through the sky, including altitude and azimuth angles, and where the sun will be based on the mountains at Union Glacier. You haven't said how they can accurately predict that if they've never been to Antarctica. So
Maybe
maybe
you don't understand this. It's not my burden. I don't need to make a claim of it.
I'm not asking you to make a claim.
You are. You're saying, how are they doing this?
It is your burden. Your position is flat Earth. You still haven't made a claim even afterwards because you're all cowards and you know that you will look absolutely ridiculous. You'd rather look ridiculous not making a claim, which you do, than look ridiculous making a claim for some reason. Mr. Matt Bat, and he's sent a glass of wank juice there. Cheers. Thank you, mate. And Jonathan Birtwhistle, £2. They have too many concerns about the outcome. Yeah, they do. Exactly. They knew it's not even that they had concerns about the outcome. Hello, Max. It's not that they had concerns about the outcome. It is that they knew what the outcome was going to be before they even went. And they knew by making any claims whatsoever, they would be effectively ending their credibility. Like they think they had some to begin with, and they didn't. Anyway, let's roll on with this.
Because you want me to make a prediction. I don't need to. Secondly, a model is just a model again. Like I said, anybody can create a model, and that doesn't make it reality. Again, the 24-hour sun works on a flat Earth too, just like it works on your globe. It doesn't disprove or prove the other. Now, you claiming it doesn't because of your ignorance and saying, a EMAP strawman model doesn't make it false. You are trying to reverse the bet onto me because I showed everybody that the fun experiment is nothing but a waste of money and time.
Let's like I say, if we're gonna keep circling on this one, not maybe pun intended, I'm not sure, but if we want to keep circling this is fine. As long as you feel there's more to unpack, but it might also be useful to go into some of what you presented in your intro there, Will. So questions
I've got more.
Antarctica, so we can let's try to go down.
Twatzoid with this smug, insincere smile, like he's looking forward to this. It's going to make no claims. McGeegan in the chat. Happy anniversary, Dave.
That one for a little bit, if you guys don't mind.
Okay, cool. Hey, Keith, did you change your position after I announced the final experiment?
No. I just said I got exactly the same position.
Which is what again?
I don't believe there is a 24-hour sun.
Matthew, Will Duffy did not tell you that. Stop talking bollocks. Why would he have said that to you unless you've took something completely out of context and stripped away the rest of the conversation like you all do? Or maybe you could present it. Maybe. Today. Maybe.
Because I haven't seen any evidence for a 24-hour sun. But again, that doesn't make it a flat or globe Earth. It has nothing to do with, do I know if there's a 24-hour sun or not? The reason I don't believe there's a 24-hour sun is because all I've seen is edited footage. Now, if there's a 24-hour sun, the only thing that will change is, I see now there's a 24-hour sun. But does that make it a globe Earth? Heck no.
Okay, so let me think this through for a second. How many videos have you seen of the 24-hour sun in Antarctica?
Quite a lot.
Okay, so
Hakeem, you're trying to pretend that Will sent you an email admitting that the whole thing was fake. Is that what you're claiming there? Did you hear that, Dave McKeegan? Will's admitted that none of you actually went there, just to Matthew, though, not to anyone else. He just thought he was the important one he needs to tell.
I'm struggling because there's only one that's edited. I've contacted
According
the
to
men.
you.
No.
Yes.
According to reality and evidence.
No, according to you, there's only one edited.
Can you describe these edits you saw in the videos?
Yeah, just like the one you usually see, overlaid clouds, lights.
That's the only one that has an edit. What other ones?
There's one with a watch. There's one without a watch. There's one with a smokestack. There's one without a smokestack. Which one are you talking about?
None of those have edits.
It's really weird, isn't it, that Will went for all this effort, of paid out all of that money, done these debates, spent a year or 2 years of his life doing this, and then randomly just thought, you know what? You know who I really need to confess this to? Matthew Hakeem. He's such a big hitter that I just can't live with myself without confessing that this was all fake to him. I'm not going to tell anyone else. Just him, because he's obviously the king of the twatsoids.
None of them have edits. Why? So that's your claim.
Well, no. You're actually making the positive claim this time that they have edits.
You're
so
claiming they're not edited.
Oh my word.
Yeah,
Okay.
you just claimed they're not edited. So can you please?
Okay, so I want everybody to see here. This is a tactic of flat earthers.
No, I believe you, Spin. I believe you.
He made a positive claim, which was that a video that was presented.
Hold on a second. Hackramon! Here we go. $5. I made this super chat just so I can like my own comment. Nice. I think everybody should do that. That'd be a good idea, I think. I'm not trying any tactics or tricks with that one, but I think it'd be really funny if everybody sent a super chat just so they can like their own super chat. Especially, like, it's funnier the higher the number on the super chat. That's funny. It's really funny if it's about 100 quid or something. Oh, no, Jim's not here, is he? Damn.
As real was edited, and he can't show where it's edited, and so he's going to turn it on me and say that I'm the one making the claim, but that's okay. I'm going to share a video with everybody really quick here, because I do believe, Keith, you have changed your position since we announced the final experiment. This video is only a little over a minute long, but it's going to be pretty important to see, because again, I don't understand why people are changing their positions before we even go. So here we go.
Sorry for
They're
turning
going
the camera off there.
to Antarctica, well, they're apparently going, and they're just going to say, ooh, I see sunlight, therefore the sun's up in the sky. Yeah. That's what's going to happen, because they're not going to see the sun 24 hours a day. Because they don't understand the difference between sunlight and daylight.
Exactly.
All right, we've got Flatsoid. Are you willing to publicly admit you were wrong about flat Earth if we see a 24-hour sun in Antarctica this December?
Yeah. Sorry to break it to you guys. You're not going to see the sun 24 hours even if you wanted to.
All right, we've got Flatsoid. Are you willing to publicly admit you were wrong about flat Earth if we see a 24-hour sun in Antarctica this December?
Yeah.
Why is he grinning at the top like somehow this doesn't show what people think it shows? It obviously does.
We're saying you'll see daylight for 24 hours. You won't see sunlight for 24 hours.
All right, we've got Flatsoid. Are you willing to publicly admit you were wrong about flat Earth if we see a 24-hour sun in Antarctica this December?
Yeah. And that is seeing the sun for 24 hours in the sky, which you won't. Because many people we have spoken to that worked in Antarctica never saw a 24-hour sun. Yes, there was sunlight, but they never saw 24-hour sun.
All right, we've got Flatsoid. Are you willing to publicly admit you were wrong about flat Earth if we see a 24-hour sun in Antarctica this December?
Yeah.
Let's let Flatzoid respond. We can.
Thank
Okay,
you.
sorry.
Yeah,
That's weird, Dave McKagan. That's strange. Matthew Hakeem sent me an email saying Matthew Hakeem is full of shit. So says Matthew Hakeem. I got that email. He must have sent it to everybody. I got that one. Right, we had a super chat here. Oh, he's quick, isn't he, Hakeem? That's a lie. Yeah, he's clearly taking the piss out of you, Hakeem. So here's Arnold here, $5. With every decision I make, I always think, but what would Matthew think of this? Don't we all? Honestly, every decision I make in life, I think, I need to confess this. You know when Wankzoid bashed one out and was crying about it afterwards, did he confess to God or Matthew Hakeem? That's what I want to know. It was one or the other. It's sort of level ground there. Could be either one. Don't really matter, does it? It's they're both on the same level. Non-existent.
yeah. No, I'm happy because this is showing all he has is trying to misrepresent what I was saying there. Yes, I will change my position on seeing the 24-hour sun or not. Not that the Earth is not flat or a globe. This is what's called misrepresentation of a person. Thank you very much again, Will Duffy, for showing more dishonesty. So can we get to the actual conversation now on the shape of the Earth based on your not final experiment? So since you made a claim that it either proves a globe or a flat Earth, can you show us how does it actually show this? Because like I showed everybody, it's not scientific. And it's a false dichotomy.
You literally was just on camera saying that they definitely won't see that. They might see daylight, but they won't see the 24-hour sun. So you agree. Right, I can't put up with any of this drivel anymore. Should I? Yes, I think you should, Cleavage. Let's get Cleavage Case Super Chat up here. $4.99 Apple device. Should I join the live if this stream gets extended, since Matthew won't? If I had balls, they'd be bigger than Matthew's. P.S. I'm not singing. No one's expecting you to sing. Everyone wants the cleavage, not the song. Right? I'm all right. Don't know. I'm going to get hate mail for that. Matthew Hakeem sent me an email saying if you come on, he wants it to see your cleavage. We all know that's the truth. Right, let's go to the next thing that I've got here then. So this was what I think this was actually. This was one. I think this is what Dave and Toon have both posted this week. I want people like Matthew while he's in here. He won't come up, but he can do it in the comments. What he thinks is going on here.
Thank you.
This was obviously from Toon's
I got
camera.
so much stuff on me. We're about to head over to.
This was when they arrived. This was in Chile, I believe, wasn't it, Dave?
ALE. For our orientation.
It's weird. Like, I'd never seen any of this. Walking through the main streets of Punta Arenas by looks of things.
Hey, we came out of the hotel and right on that same street. It's walking on the street. I'll tell you what we got.
Let's go to. I want to go to about here.
I know that.
So they are arguing here, right? I want to know from the Hakeem of Matthew.
I'll criticize him to his face right now.
I'm sure you'll criticize him the same. Children taking.
Why was they bothering doing this? Was this argument all staged to be released on the year's anniversary, or is this a legit argument? Witsit and Jaren, had they been paid at this point? What about Lisbeth? She seems to be on her feet at this moment, which is not what Flatzoid told me. So I've got to doubt his word now. Believed him up until this video.
Okay. I'm going to. So the fact I have to pull this up. Explain to me though real quick. I don't understand what you're saying.
You are changing our agreement.
What is our agreement then? Tell me our agreement.
That you guys get final edit rights before we publish it.
Okay.
That's it. That's perfect.
Yeah.
This says I can't film.
We don't have to understand who's going to do. So with you, with John, with Mars, we have the same agreement.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. This was for people who are not under the agreement that we signed.
They were selected.
Totally ditching flat Earth. What's it flip?
So they were selected well in advance, but Dave Weiss won the vote and refused. So if he'd have accepted, was he also selected? Because he could have accepted and gone, right? Exactly. That's what I'm asking him. So, yeah, so that doesn't make any fucking sense, but I'm sure you've got some weird, super paranoid reasoning as to why that's the case, because you're all a bit weird. Weiss is a shill. No one likes him. Yeah. Let's bring up conspiracy music. Oh, bollocks, not that one. Where are we? There. If we hit the goal, will Matthew join and sing? Matthew won't even join and speak. Don't join and sing. He's not frightened of anybody, but he definitely won't join any things. Thanks, Conspiracy Music, CMS. So go check him out and Arnold with all of their very funny AI-generated songs and videos about some of... Have you got anything on Matthew that you've done there? That'd be funny. Denodal.
What's your so it's almost every video he makes.
So if they think you're ditching flat Earth.
No, he knows I'm not.
Well, hold on. They might think you are. They're just making a prediction.
New Moon was definitely in on it as well. We know this, right?
No, that's not.
People call me Satan and I don't care. It doesn't bother me. I don't understand why it bothers you if you think you're ditching flat
Because he's here.
Okay.
And right now he's filming me. So we do like if you yes. And last trying to think of it, if Dave Weiss was here and he was filming you.
What about? I don't understand what's quick.
He obsessively makes content about me.
Yeah, but are there any lies?
Yes.
Can I
yes. He claimed.
claim?
Okay, sure. He claimed that I don't work and make my wife go out and work to support my family. Did you say that? Okay, you're gonna bet $15,000. That's what I said. So he'll lie right here. Now watch this. Let's put his here right now. I want to ask you too. Do you think that my children should be taken away from me because I believe in flat Earth? Have you said that? That's just in general. Have you said in general that somebody should have their kids taken?
I think, like, thinking back now, I probably didn't think it was him, but so I see, Spin, what you've just sent me. I think I remember watching that stream with Tone and that. That was weird as fuck. Matthew, why is it that, can I ask, why is it that all of you guys are obsessed with everybody else being a file? Like, why do you think that everybody that doesn't think the Earth is flat is obviously some kind of that thing? It's a very strange obsession to have that. Like, what evidence do you have to make those claims about people? Like, it's really scummy thing to do.
Because they believe in flat Earth.
I may have read super chats that said that.
But you never said that yourself.
I can't recall saying that.
We're about to play it.
Worshipping piece of garbage? You're all losers.
Yeah, I think it is projection. So, Matthew, what's going on here anyway? We'll ignore the fucking awful things you call people that disagree with you about the Earth's shape. But let's, what was this? This is all theatre that they just thought they'd save and not put out. They sent me a weird video, and I felt uncomfortable. I don't make accusations. Yeah, but Spin, right? This is, I don't understand when people say things like that. He wouldn't be platformed and look in any way credible, would he? If he come up here, I'd just rip the piss out of him for about half an hour. Like, it would be funny. No one would give him a platform to say anything that might make anyone like him. Like, it's just point and laugh territory at this point.
I've been all around.
One of the finals.
Hey, what video did you say anyway?
The golden ticket that Will Duffy did a couple of weeks ago. Number 3 was a guy who was divorced
and his wife has used flat Earth to keep his kids away from him. I would say it's for the best.
2017 eclipse.
Probably if the guy chooses the cult over his kids, then he doesn't get to see his kids. Definitely. Don't let him see his kids.
The road was
Ex-wife, keep it up. He should not be seeing them. He's in a cult.
Okay, so he didn't say anything about you.
You support that?
Hold on.
You're a preacher.
Hold on, ready? You just said he said your kid should be taken
No,
away
I didn't
from
say
you.
that.
You
I didn't.
just said that.
No, I didn't.
I was
You
asking
said
him, I
that
said,
too.
did you?
Okay, so hold on a
my
second.
kids.
Hold on a second. I'm glad you showed me.
It's recorded.
Hold on. What did he just say?
This conversation here is massively desperate and completely pointless if these two are in on it and shills. So what's going on if you can't hear it clearly, or if you're too busy arguing with Matthew or whatever in the chat, is Whitsit and Jaren were really pissed off that they hadn't agreed to be filmed on this trip. And they was getting pissed off saying that they're going to make a fool of us. So what it basically tells you is by this point, and Dave can probably confirm this, by this point, they both knew. Lisbeth probably the only one there that still thought, no, the Earth's flat. But those two definitely knew what they were going to see, and they were beginning to panic a little bit about what was going to be shown on any footage, and they would look ridiculous. So they didn't want to look like if you thought you were right. I mean, Jerem can probably confirm this. If you thought that they were, if you thought you were right about something, you wouldn't care if anyone filmed you confirming it, would you? You wouldn't, would you? I'd love for Matthew to go. Matthew, why don't you go? Like, why don't you just go to Chile and look south and see that sun and think, what's going on?
Say in that video
that there's an individual who is in a flat Earth, so he shouldn't have his kids.
He doesn't. You don't know what you're talking about.
Play it again.
Hold on.
Play it
Listen.
again.
Can you listen to me right now?
I want to hear what.
I know the guy. He was a golden ticket person. I had a conversation with him. He's in a battle in court right now with his wife over his kids.
Yes.
And he's unwilling to give up flat Earth to get custody of them.
So you're supporting
in court.
So what you're saying, he has to give up an ideology to see his children, and he supports it.
You said two.
If someone said to me to see your son, you have to stop doing this fucking stupid shit, I would just say, yeah. All right. That's bollocks anyway. I don't know. I don't like the flat of you. I don't know if you was in there the other day, Spin, when I was in, I'm not sure you were. I know you was on TikTok with me the other day. But when I was in with Jaren, I had someone in the chat literally over and over again calling me like that thing, right? That he's called Toon. Never seen this person before. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about, but I must be because I think we live on a globe. That's the logic of these pricks, right? Because they're fucking idiots. And I would have brought him up and spoke to him no matter what he said about me because it's not credible at all. So who the fuck cares? Like I think these people, they need to be pointed and laughed at. I think that's the best way to treat them, really. Each to their own, but that's my opinion.
You said your kid should.
I did not say that.
And
you want to bet $15,000?
Okay, so what did you say? What did you say about Tim?
Okay, I said he has said many slanderous things about me for years, constantly make hit pieces. That's what I said. Then I said he also has said someone should have their children taken away because of flat Earth. Never said he said that about me. Then I.
If people, by the way, if anyone's never seen this clip, you can see there in the clip. There's Jaren sitting down, Whitsit. Here we go. There's Whitsit there, Will Duffy, Jaren sitting down, Lisbeth here. I think this is Critical Think, and this is Toon here filming this. All right. Dave's knocking around somewhere as well. Dave McKay.
Said he made that claim a lie, that I don't work and I send my wife out of the house and make him support our whole family. He lied, saying he didn't say it, have it recorded. He said lies about me for 3 years.
Let's stay with the kids and shit.
Yeah, he said that a human being shouldn't get to see their children.
If a guy goes to court and all he has to do is give up flat Earth to get custody of his children, he should do that. That's what Toon is saying.
He said, keep it up, wife. Yeah. He shouldn't get to see his kids.
If what I heard is if he's unwilling to give up the cult. That's what he said in the video clip you just played.
He flattered the cult and said that he
should. How you feel
about
the guy?
And by the way, guys, this is just an opinion. Who cares about a stupid opinion?
See, I told you this.
What am I?
He defended you. I told you.
We all disagree. We all have differing opinions.
Would I ever say that you should have your kids taken away?
But I mean, yes, they don't like each other, but But he wouldn't have a problem with it if he thought he was going to be right, would he? If he thought he wasn't going to see the sun for 24 hours, he wouldn't even care who filmed him doing what, would he? That's just the reality of the situation, isn't it? Yeah, well, of course he won't. Spin, do you think a flat earther would ever apologise, other than Jaren? He's the only one that's ever apologised for anything and admitted to being wrong about anything. They are literal children, all of them. Every single one of them will never, like the amount of conversations I've had with flat earthers when I've completely bamboozled them with something basic that they'd never thought of, and they always say to me, well, I don't really know that, but I will look into it, and if I find that I want to look into it, I will admit it. And do I ever see any of them again? Never. Or they just talk to me again and pretend that that conversation didn't happen. It's just completely pointless. Like, they're never, ever, they don't have the ability to say sorry. They don't have the ability to admit they were wrong about anything.
Here's the difference. I don't care. Say it right now. I don't care.
But no,
no, just say it. I don't care.
Tom, you understand the point?
And you've got to speak. It's got to be fucking humiliating. Like, they never ever expected that something like this would ever happen, and they would look so ridiculous to the world. Like, they really thought their entire lives could just be, we can deny this forever and we never prove it, because anything that we do, we can just say it's fake because we weren't there. And then they take people there and it's like, okay, well, they're shills then, and so's everyone else that was asked, and the video's fake and everything's fake. It's so fucking ridiculous.
No, I don't.
The point is that we're dealing with someone who has no moral compass and has lied about me for years.
You haven't shown me one lie yet.
Okay, I sent you receipts of his lies. He admitted on Discord 3 weeks ago he lied about me multiple times. He
2 minutes on the super chat target. 2 minutes.
admitted it and apologized.
And I told you about that. I mean, I said
About what?
that there was a situation where these two were talking back and forth, accusing each other of lying, but Toon admitted to lying about Austin in a chat.
Okay, is this true?
I don't know the context.
Okay, so there was a situation where you were muting him during a debate. Then in a chat after, in the comment section, people were saying it muted him, and you were saying, and he said, and you said no, you didn't. But then after you said that you did.
You said, prove it, you're lying, you didn't mute me.
Right.
I didn't mute you.
Yeah, so I did mute him
Okay.
in that debate.
And you did
I
lie.
apologized.
You lied about muting me.
Let's get there. But then you did lie about him in a chat, saying that you didn't mute him when you said you knew you did. It goes.
To my memory,
Okay.
What childish thing to... You muted me and said you didn't, so I'm not playing with you. Oh, Jesus Christ. The cope beforehand was funny.
I said, show me the evidence for that.
Right. Then he did.
You said, no, I didn't, you're lying, that's why you can't show the evidence.
Okay, cool.
No, there's way worse ones.
What I'm saying is that is
I have the right to not want him to slander me. It's not complicated. There's nothing about this complicated. He makes a living off of slandering me. Listen, most of his content is about me, bro.
I know, but slander is different than making content about it.
Okay, let's talk about slander. He took a screenshot out of Discord saying I don't work.
When do we make content about it?
I was saying no to a...
I don't know why they went to the effort of making this, because this is kind of irrelevant, isn't it? Like, because they faked the whole thing. Matthew Hakeem's going to think I'm serious when I'm saying this, by the way, so I'm probably going to have to explain. I'm just taking the piss here with what I'm about to say, right? But I don't know why they went to the effort of faking this whole argument, because it doesn't really add or doesn't really convince anyone either way, does it? So, you know, there's kind of no point in going through this whole thing of arguing and pretending to not like each other when they clearly all do like each other and they're clearly all in on it together. And they have been for 10 years for this moment. Right, Matthew? That makes way more sense than they saw the sun circling, doesn't it?
Previous comment, he tactically edited a screenshot to make it look like I said, no, I don't work. He went and shared it on Facebook. I dropped the full screenshot and said, Tony, you know you're lying. But that no was to a previous comment, and that right under it, I said, I've run a couple businesses. How do I not work? And then he said, no, you didn't. You don't work. Ha ha. Hearted all the comments talking about it. And then later when I called him out for it, he said, oh, it's a joke. It's a joke. Yeah, right. No, it's called slander. That's not a joke. Okay? Now, technically, he's not legally liable if he admits later that he's lying. But my point is, there's many situations for years where even right now he's saying, like, Austin knows the Earth's not flat. He's tricking all these people, and they're sheep. He's guiding them to the new geocentric globe because that's his grift, and his grift is up, and he's a liar, and all this stuff. So, what do you think he's going to do right now?
Well, hold on. You can't stop anybody from lying, right?
No, but
people are allowed to lie. They have the freedom to lie.
Sure.
So you can't stop them from lying.
What I can stop him from is filming me without my permission and
Let's
putting
do-
me on hit pieces.
Especially on a trip that says that guests don't want to be filmed.
There you go. So I think that's enough of that. I'm just realising the time here. I'm going to move along. Done that one. This was one of my favourite things that's happened since. But before we get there, anyone remember Steve? Anyone remember Steve from the UK that demanded a phone call and then didn't want a phone call because he didn't get his phone call on the first night, and therefore people like Spurs Chemo cling to that, and probably Matthew as well. Matthew, what's your opinion on this Steve situation? I'm curious. Sorry to keep picking on you. You are the only flat earther in the room. Let's look at bringing some people in. I will. Let's do 3. I need to move that then. Oh, bollocks. That's annoying. Just give me a second to get this screen right, shall we? So, I need to add another one. Add screen share for the chat. Automatic, no primary display. So I want it to be there like that to keep the chat on the screen. Look how good I'm getting at this. Fucking brilliant I am. Right there. So I'll put the chat over there maybe. That should work. And then I've just got to bring this all the way like that. There you go. We can see if we can get anyone up here to take the piss. Oh, bollocks. Let's do it that way. Nope, not like that. Not like that. No, stop doing that. I'll get there in a minute. Since I've been on TikTok, it's ruined all of my setups that I had for all of my screens. There we go. Easy peasy. There we go. Okay. So I'm gonna, if anyone wants to jump up, fuck me, I've just realised that I can only have 2 guests at the moment unless I do it on this one. Let me do this screen as well. Hold on. While I'm at it. Fucking hell. Oh no. Screen share. Here we go again. Yeah, request up if anyone wants to come up. But it's going to have to be 2 guests at the moment because I'm fucking everything up. And then we watch this Steve thing. Oh, I need the other fucking screen, don't I? Right there. This is all bollocks. That'll have to do. If anyone else wanted to come up. Do. Who cares? Don't even know if anyone's going to come up yet, but I'm ready now if anyone does. So, right there. Let's get back to this. Yep, the link's open if anyone wants to join. Let's play on.
You see, the thing is with the flat Earth, there is no actual geometric South Pole. There's only a ceremonial South Pole because it's a pole that they've placed at an arbitrary position. So
I'm very aware.
Hold on. Apparently, we're having problems with the thing.
That ceremonial South Pole that you're claiming is arbitrary. Where is it?
In Antarctica.
But where in Antarctica? Because you guys make Antarctica so big.
Yeah, but that's all. That's what I was trying to explain to you with when you're trying to use the Gleason's map, or when you we can do the Mercator map. It does the same thing because it stretches it out. A map doesn't determine reality. So when you're strawmanning us for using the Gleason's map and saying, "Oh, where on the
strawman,
ceremonial South Pole," well, we say, "Well, show me on the Mercator map." It's the same thing. You can't.
Okay, so what is 90 degrees south on a flat Earth?
Away from north. Remember the degrees south latitudes are just a grid system.
Correct. And so 90 degrees south is very far from the North Pole, correct?
I agreed.
So it's
no.
Have like an approximate
that one. Hello.
Where that ceremonial South Pole is at 90 degrees.
Welcome CK Cleavage K to the chat here. If anyone else wants to jump up, feel free. You all right?
Yeah, where's Matthew?
Oh, he's not here, is he? Well, I'm here.
Oh no. Okay.
That's my name.
Continue.
I'm the Matthew in the room with testicles. Matthew,
I don't have any.
We get Matthew, if you want, I'll moderate and you can have an argument with CK if you want. This would be the first female you've spoken to in 2025, I'm sure. So it's quite exciting for you. No?
Maybe.
I want out of beer. Have you seen this thing with Steve, CK?
It's been a while.
Yeah, I know. I'm revisiting the year, aren't I?
Sure.
You're mute.
I have to mommy real quick. Hold on.
Okay. What's the pink background all about, anyway? Oh, I'm going to play this on. Let me know when you're back.
Degrees south.
All right, you play it.
Well, like I said, I'd say the closest from it would be South America. If you would like to travel to the ceremonial South Pole, it would be closer.
Okay, so when people travel to the ceremonial South Pole from your country, South Africa, how do they get there so quickly? Because they get there pretty quick.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
But I know they go to Troll Station first.
Okay, well, it does refute Flat Earth, by the way.
Not really.
Yes.
But okay, anyway, good to see you guys. Thank you for coming. Duffy.
Moving on quickly there, twat sword.
Is it okay?
Why is he
ask
rubbing
you to
his
open up
hands?
this
He's
in
like-
prayer? Because we're not trying
Hang
to
on.
attack or anything. We just want.
Why is he what?
Why was he rubbing his hands like that?
Just had a wank.
Is he warming them up? Was he
Yeah.
warming them up for his
Well,
wake?
he's not. He must be warming him up because he hasn't had a wank because he's not crying yet. So that'll be after. It'd be bawling his eyes out in a minute. Once he's wanked.
That's what I do after.
Yeah, me too. Constantly. Got a lot of tears usually, me, most days. There you go. Let's crack on with this. So, have you noticed as well that Flatside's neck here is very ET-esque? It's a bit of a long... What do you mean, no? Look at that. It's like a fucking giraffe sitting there. I haven't noticed it. I don't know. What's the boot of your car called as well?
Trunk.
Answer awesome questions and
trunk.
Hopefully, do this on the right way if
Boot.
that's okay with you. Is that fine?
Yeah. Are you asking me to lead it?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Thanks.
Yep. Heavenly Father, I just ask for your presence in this conversation with Keith and Steve. And I just pray that you can open up their hearts and minds to the truth. I don't know exactly why they are so closed off to the truth of your creation and reality, but I just pray that you can work on them and work on those around them so that they can see the truth and move on in their lives. We pray this all in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Why do people pray anyway? Does anyone here pray before dinner and shit like that? Right? Like, what's the thank you God for the food that I'm about to eat that I bought myself after working all week that you didn't help me with at all. So what's the fucking point in me thanking you for it? You didn't provide it. Why do they do that? I think everyone's is Matthew, not Matthew. Sorry, got Matthew's name on me mind there. Steve over here. Was he religious?
I don't know. You tell me.
Well, you're supposed to be the expert of this. You said you've watched this before, right?
No, I don't remember.
Is anybody in here a fan of Steve? Is there any flat earthers in here that like Steve?
Thank you. Okay, so I think the way to start is Steve's also got it first. He's going to...
Cleavage K! You can come up as well, Calder, if you want. I've got another spot here if anyone wants to click the link and jump in.
ask you a few things and show stuff, and then if you want to answer, it would be great, and then we move on from there.
Sure.
I will. Long time no speak.
Next.
Hey, this is my 1 year anniversary. I'm not an expert. I've only been around a year.
This is your 1 year. What? You didn't start on the day that they went, did you? Did you?
Not the day they went. I think right when they were in Antarctica, like sometime around. Yeah, like a few days after. I heard about it and was like, are there really flat earthers? And had to look it up.
What was the first video that you watched of a flat earther?
When Jaron was doing his live in Antarctica.
What? Hang on a minute. So the first flat earth video you saw was a live stream from Antarctica. And then what? What did you do after that? You thought I need to go and meet people that also think these are pricks.
No.
What did you do? I want to hear about your journey. If you're like quite new to this, what did you do?
I just started to like watch the other streams, and then I found other people linking their streams and would watch Tune, and then started watching the Drunk Debunk show, and then YouTube started suggesting all these other videos. So
at what point did you think I'm the only bird in here?
I'm not the only bird. There's Megan and other people.
Megan. That's a long list that you just reeled off there. So in most chats, you're the only bird, including this one today, right? Megan was in here earlier, though. Megan, you're still there?
Matthew's in here.
Matthew's in here. That's another bird, yeah. Matthew, the bird. Let's play on this.
Why am I faking that? Calder, why don't you get up here and tell me if I'm faking it?
Calder, get up here. I've never spoken to you before.
Victoria's here. See, Victoria's here.
Victoria's here. Hello. Well, you are Victoria, though. So this person's not even Victoria. They're saying that I'm Victoria. So I'm a bird, if I go by that, then. You are Victoria. I got to set another super chat goal because I'm greedy as fuck. Start another goal. Right, so what we're going to do here? How long have I been going for? I will... Cleavage K will...
Matthew said he's still here, too. So Astro Kate, yes, Astro Kate is also a female.
Do something. There you go.
A
Can
bird.
you see that?
David. I'm reading
The
your
goal.
chat.
The goal is cleavage will do something hot if you if I reach the goal. I think you're safe, so don't worry about it. Just wanted to put something down there. There's only so much wank juice you can fucking drink. All right, let's what I want to see if Steve Calder are going to get your ass up here or someone else. Let's do it.
Well, I got to hear about 15 minutes before.
All right, that's enough for Steve. Let's move on. Let's continue the conversation about something else. I've just got a super chat here. Someone's keen for cleavage, but it wasn't. It was only £2, I think. Hang on, what we got here? Done that conspiracy. Keep it rolling. Yeah, I'm trying to do my best, mate. Yeah. I'm homeless at the minute.
Because just wanted to sort of have a chat with Flats, and if you'd been here, that would have been fine. What I thought would be to have, because I've got a couple of fundamental questions to ask you and TFE, and maybe Flats has as well, and maybe you've got some questions to ask us. But I thought maybe we could start off, say, like, I have 5 minutes to put why I'm here.
The one thing I like about Steve is that he's so dynamic. Yeah, if you could just give me 5 minutes to tell you why I'm here. Yeah, please do, Steve. I'm struggling to sleep this evening.
And then you can come back and have 5 minutes or whatever, and then we can get into a discussion. Does that sound reasonable?
Yes.
Okay. So, I was so the 5 minute start.
Let me tell everybody what he's doing here, because he's not going to get to the point, and I will. This prick, Steve, thought it was special because he made a challenge to Will saying, when you're in Antarctica, I will change my mind and not be a flat earther if you message me on a live stream, or call me, sorry, on a live stream at midnight when the 24-hour sun, when the sun is above your head. Will then couldn't do it on the first night. They've got documented, that's literally a whole video of him saying he will definitely do it on one night. He doesn't know which night, but it might not be the first night, but it will definitely be at some point. And he couldn't do it on the first night, so Steve threw a hissy fit because he knew that they could see it, and he didn't want to be wrong. So he stopped. He refused to take any more messages, and then just so he could claim that it didn't happen.
Now, so I was happy in my flat Earth retirement until TFE came along, and Will Duffy sat before me now, put out a call to say.
Can't say it like, hang on. Look, you've got Hackeraman. Hello, CK. What's this
is.
thing?
Hello.
Yeah, it's saying hello.
I don't know. Hello.
And Jack says, Jack at $4.99 says, look, this little box, it ain't going to be used. I might as well move it. I might as well just take it off for now. I'll put it back if someone wants it. I see. Too busy to chat with Americans, but it seems plenty of time for the Brit, huh? Are you suggesting that cleavage is an accent whore? Is that what you're suggesting? I can't think of what else you might be suggesting by that. I would never say such a thing. I'd use these slurs.
Any flat earthers got anything that they want to?
Can I answer that?
I didn't really.
These are. It's because they want me to chat at night, and I've been sleeping. Last night I went roller skating, so I was busy.
You were skating. Was it ice skate? No, you was, what's the name? Roller skating, wasn't it?
I was at a
Saw on
roller
Instagram.
skating.
Yeah.
Skating, yeah.
What are you, 10?
So, last night I was.
You was 10 last night. It's good to be 10. It's shit. I think we're old for a long time, especially me. I'm 72. But although if I de-aged myself, I'm not sure. But yeah, I haven't been roller skating in fucking years. But I went ice skating a couple of years ago up London, and I didn't fall over, so I was well impressed with myself. That was it.
There you go.
The
Were
Tower
you able
of
to
London.
get up and down, up and down?
Up and down. I was at the Tower of London, and there was some ice skating at Hampton Court Palace or whatever the fuck this year. Someone went there the other day and they had pictures, and because it was raining so much, because this is the UK and it does what it does, that all of the ice was like water, right, with ice underneath. And as they were going along, it was leaving like a wake. It was water. It was not water.
It was water.
It's water.
It was water.
No.
Bring to the table that I haven't heard before, says Will. So I emailed you, and next thing I got an email saying I haven't heard that before. That sounds great. And I was on your show pre going to the ice. And what I was on your show for was that I had said that because I'm a biblical flat earther, that I believe the sun.
Oh, yeah, it's biblical. Obviously a cunt.
Circuits the earth, just as it says in Psalm 19. The sun carries on its magnificent circuit. I'd worked out that at 3 o'clock UK time in the morning, which would be midnight Yeshua time and also midnight Punta Serena time and midnight Union Glacier time, I'd worked out that by that time the sun would have long gone. And I came onto your show and said, what we'll do, Will, to make it so that as foolproof as it can be, because you going out onto the ice, you will have been you'll be following 5 or 6 other failed attempts where they've been shown to have been fraudulent in various areas for capturing the 24-hour sun. But what we would do is that you would WhatsApp me live at 3 o'clock UK time, which would be midnight. Any time between 3 o'clock and 5 o'clock in the morning, UK time, you would pan the site with your phone live, and you would talk to me, and you would show the sun in the sky, and then I would have some serious questions. So I then said,
yeah, but your serious questions are bollocks, aren't they, Steve? Because you're a knob. Steve got pissed off with one of the videos I did of him once and came into the comments. He goes, and he like got angry with me and messaged me. And I said, oh, fuck off, Steve, you knob. And then he goes, I thought this would be a worthwhile conversation. And obviously it's not. I'm going to go now. I was like, no one cares, Steve. Okay,
Where did he go?
Fuck knows. This is whale panties, right? Asking for a friend, is it cheating to use your tears as lubricant? No, I don't think so. That's a good idea. To win a solo game of soggy biscuit. Also, Angels loves when Oakley eats asparagus. Yeah, I've heard this about Angels. I don't know why he sucks up to Oakley. Oakley was fucking awful to him. And it's suck up to Voice. At least you're making a bit of money from that. Evil Producer says, because in Britain, there is no tea like in water. Exactly. Is he in Britain? Where's Evil Producer?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Where are you, Evil Producer? Because I don't put T's. Sometimes, T's, you hear that? Sometimes I do. Not sometimes. Sometimes. There's no T in that word. Well, I'm using it as an example. I'm fucking it up.
How do you say Birmingham? You don't say Birmingham, do you?
Say Worcestershire.
No.
Go on.
No, I'm all right.
Try. No. Shall I say it for you? Worcestershire. Birmingham, did you say? Like Birmingham. Birmingham, that's what I say, Birmingham.
Birmingham.
I say, no, how I say it? Birmingham. Birmingham. I didn't even put a G in it. Birmingham.
But you don't say Yorkshire, you say Yorkshire.
Yorkshire.
But that has an R.
Yorkshire.
Oh.
Not, it ain't got 17 R's in it like the way you say it. Yorkshire. How many R's in this word? So I want you to say Worcestershire.
No.
Try. It's the funniest thing that Americans say.
No, it's all right.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
You can say it.
I don't think that's how you say it. Worcestershire.
Someone else coming up here. Hold on a minute. I'm going to add this person to. I need to put. It is disinformation agent. I've got to put them on guest too.
No.
Huh? No. Hello, agent.
Hello.
All right.
Yeah. CK knows who I am.
Me, do I?
Yes.
Oh, CK knows.
Yeah.
Hello, misinformation agent.
Yes. Is my sound okay? Just making sure.
Yes, all right. Where are you from?
Yeah. Let's say Europe.
Who? What?
And
I can't understand what you're saying to me. Where are you? Are you American, British? Where are you?
Israel.
Israel.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why. That's why I'm struggling then. All right. Nice.
Yeah,
Nice
yeah.
to meet you.
Sorry.
Nice to have you up here. Hang on. I've got this something else. Subject. Why do you subject us to this? Oh, hold on a minute. I've got to put this up. This is Vicious Cycle. Why do you subject us to this hell with Steve? I don't know, because it's a year on. I'm laughing at all the stupidest things that have happened since. And there's Evil Producer again here. It is 199 Evil Producer. Wisconsin, don't you know? Don't you know?
Oh.
Who's from Wisconsin? Oh, that's where he's from. Got it. Right, okay. Wisconsin.
Steve was one of the most amazing flirts this year, I think.
One of the most amazing what?
Flirts. He was Dunning-Kruger all the way.
Oh, Flatzord are you talking about?
No,
Did you say
Steve,
flats?
Steve, you did.
CK, can you translate for me?
He's saying that Steve was one of the most amazing ones. The top left.
Yeah, he's a fucking idiot, Steve. Honestly.
Exactly. Fucking idiot.
There you go.
Yeah, I understood
Fucking
that.
idiot.
Nice.
Did you understand that?
Now you're
That's why
talking
I
my
had to
language.
translate.
If you say fuck, I know what you're saying. Look, you can't understand this. This is Welsh. This is Welsh, obviously. Right, this is a Welsh word, I think. I think this is JD from this is the longest word in the world. Am I right? I'm not even going to attempt that. CK, there's no R's in that. Oh, there is. There's an R there. Just the fact that there's
a few R's.
Yeah, just the fact that there's R's in this word means it's already grown by another 20 letters, according to CK. So that'd be a really, really long word. Lan, but you can't even start with Lan. It's Welsh, so it's got to be clan. It's got to start with clan. Clan fair goggling Rob Willentins in Goch. How did I do?
Not great.
Do you want to have a go, CK?
Go. I'm good.
What about disinfo agent? Why don't you ever go?
No.
Go on!
With Flatzoid.
Come on, join in.
Flatzoid wants to talk.
Yeah, right. I'm going to play Steve a bit more because it annoys people. So I like doing that.
Well, look, Will, it's okay. I'm blessed to be here now. But if it works out, because you're going to have all sorts of things going on, and I get it, right? It could be like you're under pressure, etc., etc. But at some time, call me at that time so we can demonstrate that the sun is in the sky live. So that's how we left it. And you said yes, you agreed to that. And then the next thing I know, I don't know whether it's the Lord who woke me up, but 3:30 in the morning, I woke up on the Sunday morning and my phone was silent, no message from you at all. And the next thing I know, you're on the ice.
Why
with
is
all the boys
Steve
and
whining
girls,
like a fucking
and you're
bitch?
talking about capturing the midnight.
What? That's a bit unfair.
Don't you know? Steve is the most important guy.
Yeah.
I noticed.
Everything revolves around Steve.
You got to be. I can't believe you're so
And
harsh. I
Flatzoid.
think Steve's all right myself. I quite like him.
Of course you would.
You can prove gravity when you put Flatzoid and Steve near each other
I know.
and things bend towards them
I know.
because they are so important.
Yeah, they are. I know. Flatside stroke ET. Look at his fucking neck. And Steve, I don't know where Steve came from. Why did Will platform Steve and subject us all to Steve? And then Steve's got a channel that's got about 3 subscribers. But his 5 minutes of fame is up now. Bit like.
But he's Steve from the UK.
Yeah, Steve from the. I don't call it's a shit nickname, isn't it? Imagine having the nickname of from the UK. It's really catchy, that, isn't it? Yeah, it requires such a lot of thought to that. But then don't call me. People call me Whatcast, which is shit. I noticed I was looking through Twatzoid's videos earlier to find some of this stuff, and he had a couple of videos on me, and it's like one of them was called Jaren talks shit to Whatcast or something like that. But I'm Matt. You fucking knob.
Son.
All right, continue Whatcast.
Yeah, well.
And then you
Thanks, Cleavage K.
referenced me on the ice, and he said, "And hey, Steve, if you're looking, Steve had this thing about time zones, but we're here now, and look, we've captured the midnight sun." And my issue was never about time zones per se. My issue was about knowing that if the sun circuits the Earth, that if you were to phone me at that time live, we would be able to see whether or not the sun was live in the sky. So anyway, so you didn't do it. I've kept the text and the emails. I texted you 3 times from my home to say, "Will, give us a call, give us a call." The next thing is I get an email from you, and the email says, "Hey, sorry, Steve, I couldn't live link with you. I couldn't WhatsApp with you because my phone was lent out for the Candace Owens live link onto Rumble." So I said, "That's nonsense, Will, because you could have borrowed anybody's phone. There were loads of phones on the ice, because the whole idea was that for you would be able to trounce a flat earther by calling live from the ice and showing everybody that the sun was in the sky and that you were calling me." But I got nothing. So then you emailed back and said, "I can do it the next morning." And I said, "Will, sorry, you can do it the next evening." And I said, "Will, I can't trust you now, because I've seen all the people come out on the ice show, Jerem being wheeled out, Whitsitt sort of saying, yeah, it's..."
Jerem being wheeled out? I thought he was walking when he was there. What was that? What was he in a wheelchair now, Jerem? Did he have some sort of accident since the TFA? What's he talking about? Oh, I've just paused Steve doing this.
No.
And I didn't even know that I did it. Right. So therefore,
he's a Freemason.
Steve, I think his age is 33. He was born in 1666. And he's a bit of a cock, and he does this with his hands, which just because they need to tell us what they're doing. That's what they.
I don't think you should insult cocks like that, but okay.
Oh, well, I don't know. If I'm insulting cocks, there's plenty of penises in the room. There's not any testicles from Matthew, to be fair. Let's do some super chats. Can I? Here we go. This is Evil Producer. Can I be called Kev from Scotty if you want? What's Evil Producer about anyway? I don't understand that nickname. I'm obviously a bit of a dickhead for not understanding that. IC Spin. Steve is the one exception to Toon's laws of fluff. Is he? Why is he? I don't understand.
Yeah, because he paid for
he
being
paid?
wrong.
No, he paid up. You're right. Yeah, that's right. I remember
He
now.
actually made a bet and he paid.
Yeah. Oh, that was good from Steve. I've got a bit more respect from Steve. Still a cock, but that's all right. Vicious Cycle. Need you to say I sell high quality propane and propane accessories. Oh, and your best Texas accent. That's easy. The only American I can do is Texas. So, piece of piss. I sell high quality propane and propane accessories. There you go. Did I sound like the villain from what was it? Bugs Bunny. What was his name again? Forgetting what his name was. I ain't saying it twice. Twice. Not once, but twice. I sell propane. What, you want me to do again? Is that what it said? No, there's not twice.
I sell high quality propane. I don't even have a Texas
high quality propane.
Propane accessories.
Yeah.
What's that girl off Yellowstone that's supposed to be from Texas and no one can understand her?
You know the bird in Yellowstone the really
with
annoying
the pink hair?
No. I don't remember the pink. Oh yes, that one. Yeah. I know you're talking about now, but not the other one, the Beth in Yellowstone, right?
Beth, yeah.
You've never seen her in anything else.
I don't know what am I missing?
She's posh English. In reality, she's not American.
Oh, see.
Are you impressed?
Do I look like I watch English shows?
No, well, why not? What's wrong with us?
Nothing.
Fucking, I'm offended. I'm going to drop you from the fucking panel if you keep insulting my country like this. I know you're good. Are you sitting there rapping your? Yeah, I know. You're sitting there wrapping yourself in your Yank flag. No, but I see it. I didn't even know myself, right? So I was watching her in that, and I thought, I don't know this bird. And then for some random reason, I put some other show on Netflix to say, and she was in it. I thought, there's that bird from Yellowstone, and she was posh as fuck. So I looked her up, and I thought, she's English. I don't know what that does. It wasn't there, but I thought she's English. I didn't know that. I thought she was American.
I didn't know that.
She had a voice coach. BBC girl. Is she a baby?
Isn't there a lot of people?
What?
Isn't there a lot of actresses and actors that do that are British, but then
Do you think
do a lot more American accents?
would I pass as an American with my accent?
No, you can't even say the T.
I can if I'm doing American. do your like you take the piss out of my American? Do your
Teeter. That's her name. Teeter.
That's it.
I wanted to say titter, but I knew that wasn't right.
Do your best. Do your best London voice.
I don't have a London voice.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
I don't do accents. Why would I
Try.
do it?
Come on. Do we want CK to try to do a London accent?
Would you I can't do it.
That's terrible. You just can't drop the R's, can you? That's the problem.
No.
Isla Fisher. Isla Fisher. Is she English? She's Australian, Isla Fisher, isn't she? Is she Australian or English? I don't even know. Yeah. I remember when Madonna suddenly acquired it. Yeah, I know, Madonna. Do you remember when Madonna was because Madonna was like proper like woke and stuff, and she did all that, wasn't she? And she had done a concert. And this was really unfortunate for Madonna. She was demanding, this was a couple of years ago, she demanding everyone stand up. Everyone stand up, everyone stand up. And there was someone in a wheelchair that couldn't stand up. And she singled them out and said, why aren't you standing up? And everyone turned and started booing this wheelchair person. And then Madonna realised I was in a wheelchair and was a bit embarrassed about that.
I sort of remember that, but I don't follow a lot of pop culture.
Yeah, it was funny. I hate people that... and then
Cup of tea? Are you drinking your cup of tea?
Is that your accent?
No.
It's terrible.
Oh no!
Oh, you should have a go. You should have a go. Disinfo.
My kombucha.
Can you do an American accent? Disinfo.
No, I don't think I even have one in mind.
Take the piss out of CK.
Yeah, do it.
I don't mess with CK. No.
What did you say? You're masturbating about CK.
What?
Oh, did you just say you're masturbating about CK? Is that what you just said?
No, he said he doesn't mess. You know what he said.
I know what he said. What's that, cleavage K? Did you say?
He doesn't like it when I wear caps.
Oh, what he prefers? What about the chest? Are you liking that today?
Oh, what is up with Americans wearing hats on stream? Can you explain that?
I don't know. I got out here. I'm trying to be like an American.
Are you trying to be Bo Jaren?
Yeah, I ain't got no fucking hair. That's why.
Yeah, but like you're home. Why do you need a cap?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's a bit like Vicar wears sunglasses indoors.
Yeah, Vika is the vampire.
It ain't as bad as that, is it? I've got a collection of caps.
Vika is a true vampire.
Yeah, he is. He does look like a fucking vampire. Anyway, let's crack on with this.
Wesley Snipes in the film, which I don't remember, with the vampire, the Daywalker.
The Daywalker.
An old film. Yes, it's an old film. If you look it up, it looks exactly like Vika.
The Blades or something.
I don't know. I ain't seen that. Right.
Blade.
Blade?
Is it Blade?
Right, Blade.
I actually got it right.
Blade, and in the movie it was called Daywalker.
Someone's making suggestions.
The type of a vampire.
Yeah. What's he going on about? You're getting abused from Jack Fetter here. Right, let's play this. I'll do a couple more super chats in a minute.
Working the 24-hour sun looks exactly like it's going to do it. And I'm thinking, they haven't even seen it, and which it says I haven't even seen the 24-hour sun yet. And he's now parroting the message from TFE, so I couldn't trust you. And so then you did another video where you said I was throwing my toys out the pram. You were saying I was getting angry, etc., etc. I wasn't getting angry. I was just stating facts. And you can look at the emails. I wasn't getting spiteful. I was just stating facts. I couldn't trust you. You didn't do what you said. So then we did a post. You then got back. We then did a post video, and in the post video, I raised some issues that suddenly brought six boys of TFE into the room. It was 6 against 1 at one point, 7 against 1 at one point.
Well, it wasn't 7 against 1. It was everyone that was on the trip against the prick that pretended that none of them were. That's what happened. It wasn't like, let's bring everyone in and make it 7 against 1. It was like, let's bring everyone in that knows he's talking bollocks because they were there and they can all tell him that he's a prick. That's what happened. It wasn't like, let's get some support for no reason.
Which I found pretty daunting, but that's okay. It's not a problem because that's why we're here. We have to face tough things sometimes. And I was getting completely trounced by people calling me a liar and saying that, you know, he's throwing his toys at the pram. What did he expect Will Duffy to call him? You know, he had loads of things on his mind, blah, blah, blah. It wasn't about that. The principle was you agreed to do it and he didn't do it. And then the next thing I know is that Craig from FTFE, and I've nearly finished, Craig from Fight the Flat Earth, then calls me up, or he emails me and says, hey, Steve, do you want to come on the show? And I naively, because I've been out of the game for a long time, but I'm pretty clued up again now as to how nasty it can get. Craig from FTFE said, do you want to come on the show and talk about your experience? And what that turned into was a hatchet job from you guys, where a special video being put together to slander me, to call me a liar, to make out that I was a liar. I got called a liar, a psychopath. You know, I had 3 hours of...
Well, you were a liar, to be fair. Like, I don't think there's any... Like, why can't people just... Like, if that was me, and I said to someone over the 5 days or whatever, you're going to message me, I would just let it lie for 5 days. I'd just be like, I'll leave it to them. They've said they're going to do it. It's on record, and I will just leave my phone on, and when they do it, I will watch and see if they're doing it. I wouldn't expect it on night one. When it doesn't happen, block the person, and then say, you didn't stick to your word, so they're, no. That's just ridiculous. Agreed.
Yeah, you don't get Steve. He feels like he's the most important. When you're a flirter, you're the most important. Everything revolves around you.
Yeah.
Everyone must update you and text you. Even when you're asleep, you must be updated because you are the most important.
Steve is putting me to sleep.
Why is it? What? It came from nowhere, and it's decided to be the most important person in the world. Like, no one knew who. I'd never heard of Steve. If Will had never brought him onto that show, I'd have never ever heard of Steve.
Also, he's the only Steve in the UK.
He is.
It
Yeah, I
helps
don't know
him,
any
right?
other
Like-
Steves, to be fair.
Yes, it's
I'm
like
sad
Fledzoid. Fledzoid from South Africa, the only Fledzoid.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm
And
just really
Flatzoid-
sad I didn't role play being a flurf so I could get a free trip to Antarctica.
I know you should have role played being a flurf. Definitely.
I would've.
You should have gone on. Well, that's apparently what Lisbeth did. So
You will probably do it better than Lisbeth.
yeah, I reckon so.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think so.
But then I thought that there was a bloke on there that was trying to go on that golden ticket that would end up being bollocks anyway, called Riz. That, like, I'm kind of friendly with him on TikTok. He was a flat earther, but now he's not. He's still a bit of a knob, but he's always all right to me. People hate me talking. Don't platform Riz. He's got these other beliefs about something, and I'm just like, oh, I'm definitely going to talk to him then. If it pisses people off, I'll definitely do that because he's not a flat
I
earther anymore.
think Duffy did them tests, like he asked them to be in the community for 7 years and provide the full bio of being a flirt. He did a
Yeah,
full
but
check.
you could tell someone that you were there, like a flirt for 7 years. I mean, how do you prove that? You know, unless
I think he wanted. Didn't he want evidence at the time of
Someone
I think he
For
wanted
5
evidence
minutes,
of
no.
of your tweets or whatever for X amount of time before to prove that you'd made all of these, that you had a.
But what
some
if
sort
you
of,
don't like do social media like that?
I don't think you'd have got into it, but then I don't know. There was some other bird. There was a couple of birds on there, weren't there? And then there was like that random bloke that lost his family over flat Earth, and then Riz. There was about 7 or 8. Was there 10 people? I did watch it on the time because I was that's fucking Riz. Like I knew him, and I was like, what's this prick doing on here? No, but it
You
made
can
me
also-
respect him more because at the time he was a flat earther. Even though we were friendly and we used to have a bit of a laugh together, he still was a dick and couldn't explain anything. But at least I thought, well, at least he wants to see. At least he wants to go and look. But then he just accepted what they found and switched. So, yeah, sorry, disinfo. What was you saying?
You can also ask someone to try and say honestly that the Earth is flat, and watch them not burst in tears after 5 minutes.
Well, after a 5-minute wank.
No, like you ask someone, be honest, and say that the Earth is flat, and you watch their reactions. No normal human being can fake
That's true.
being stupid for that.
Yeah, no,
Long.
That's definitely not. Oh, let's we've got some super chats to get through here. Let's do this before I forget where I was up to. This is, did I do that one? Yeah, the propane one I did, didn't I? Evil producer says, isn't beans on toast enough of an insult to Britain? Oh, you know what they call beans on toast in Britain? Some people, skinheads on a raft. That's what they call it. Right. I know we're weird. Jack Fetter says, that's unusual. CK doesn't normally dribble. These people know you very well. Crypto Roast says, Steve moved the goalposts so far that they're now obscured by curvature. PS, Android device. I love an Android device. And it's UK quids as well. Crypto Roast, you can come again. Not in a flat side way, but when next time I'm live. Here we go. So Earth is live, $5. The flat earthers would have no issues with any of the footage of the trip. The sun had actually set. I know it would have been completely. I know that's exactly true. They would not have had a single problem with it. Yeah, what cast on a raft? That's what they should call them. What cast on a raft for beans on toast? I look like a bean with a hat on.
Why do you guys put beans on your toast?
We have
Are they
beans with.
like black beans or red beans? Are they smashed? Like what? Like what's the deal?
Whenever I'm in America, I can't even get beans with anything unless it's barbecue beans. Right?
Well, in Colorado we have refried beans.
What's that mean?
They're like smashed beans with all the tacos. You ever had them?
No, I've had beans in what's that place I went to that you took the piss out of that time?
Texas Roadhouse.
Texas Roadhouse. When I was in Orlando in Texas Roadhouse, I had some ribs, fries, because they're not chips, so fries.
And so you had baked beans.
Baked beans, but they was all different sizes and shit, right? And they was barbecue. Was they called pit beans or something like that? Don't know.
Pit beans, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what they were called.
I
But that
don't
was the
really
closest
like
things to baked beans. But in this country, beans are with everything. Like beans with
Why?
well, it's nice. I like beans. Beans with if you have like a English breakfast. Like if you go somewhere, they say you have an English breakfast, but it's you get sausage, which you don't. I can't even buy sausages in America. Sausages, eggs, toast, beans, hash brown.
You can't buy sausages in America?
Like not what I would consider a sausage, no. I never found them anywhere anyway. I had things that were similar, but they weren't quite right. The same as your chocolate's a bit shit. Like Hershey chocolate tastes like laxative.
Yeah, I would not eat that. I'm sort of snooty with my chocolate.
Yeah, it's I don't like it. And M&M's a bit. They taste like dirty pennies.
No, they're not good.
Yeah. Anyway, we're supposed to be watching this, so let's stop talking about fucking America. I know you're fucking.
Steve bores me.
I know you're
Steve from the UK.
That's true. What else have I got? Because I'm gonna
And then you just
go
have like
soon.
Flatsoid just staring at me, like
Yeah, I
you know,
know.
with his head tilted. He's like,
It's a flat sword phone home. We've got to do this quickly. It's fuck off, Steve. Steve was funny. This is when Will was asking Flatsoid about where is the South Pole. This is, and we'll end on this. Right.
Much. I just watched Duffy's opening and some of Nathan Thompson's opening, but that was about it. But
You didn't miss much. I'll tell you that.
yeah, but the thing is, why I'm calling Duffy out as a hypocrite is because you can see now what he's going to literally open with.
Because he is. Well, there you go.
But yeah.
Hey, everybody. Tonight we're debating, did the final experiment end flat Earth? And we are starting right now with Will Duffy's opening statement. Thanks so much for being with us. Will, the floor is all yours.
This ain't it. Oh, no. Hang on. Will joins the chat on Twatzoids.
Okay, ready to go. Awesome.
There he is.
oh, this is when Nick Thompson keeps going off.
Okay, hey, Mr.
Yeah, Tom. This is what they're trying to show the Thompson, but Will then joins Twatzoid's panel and starts asking him where the South Pole was. This was probably my favourite exchange after TFA.
Will, how's it going?
Good, and you?
Oof.
Yeah, good, thank you.
Hey, I had a quick question for you.
Hang on, someone took offence to the breakfast comment. Sorry, Riley. You know what we have here in America for breakfast? Choices. Yeah, I've got to say something about this. Right? So when you call it like an English breakfast, what I was about to say, and I went off on tangent like I always do. No one eats a fried breakfast in your house. Like nobody ever has that. But when you go to a hotel site, that's an English breakfast. Like we all have that. No one has it. Everyone just has cereal or toast. That's usually what people have for breakfast. But for some reason, an English breakfast is a fry up. But people generally eat that later in the day and just call it an English breakfast. I've got no idea why. But I've seen, let me just say this about the choice. I've been too nice with this answer, so let me be a cunt. The choices in America are rainbows in a packet. That's what I've seen from a lot of that. I go down the candy aisle in a supermarket over there, right? And it's like I'm in Pride in June. It's literally
like
just colours everywhere. That can't be healthy for you.
Really bad dye. No, it's awful. It's awful for you. The dyes are awful. So you should go to a natural grocery store and get dye-free candy, like Unreal Chocolates, which is a brand that mimics M&Ms. So I would not feed my kid that.
No, it looks too extreme for me even, and we got some shit on our shelves over here. But I couldn't believe what I was looking at. I was like, people have this for breakfast? Like, I never have breakfast because I work ridiculous hours, so I'd never have breakfast anyway. It's too early to eat, so I just have lunch when I come home and that's it. But if I was to have breakfast, it would probably just be some sort of cereal with no colours in it.
So since I live in Colorado, we have a lot of like Mexican inspired food. And if I go out for breakfast, I like to get huevos rancheros with green chili on it. Pork green chili.
What? For breakfast?
Yeah, and it actually has beans on it, to be honest. It's like a...
Not so fucking funny then, is it? I can't believe you guys have beans for breakfast. Oh, what do you have then, CK? Beans. Well, then what you take the piss out of me for then? I don't understand. Right.
That's only when I go out. I don't like cook beans with breakfast, and I don't eat cereal. It's too high in carbs. I'm not a communist.
Bring that one up quickly. All right. I want Will to get to his point. There's Jack Fetter. Cheers, Jack. 199. What the hell? CK is a communist. I think so. Looks like it, doesn't it?
I'm actually working on our next video, which I'm really excited about.
Yeah.
And I was watching one of your old videos where you were talking about flights to the South Pole.
Yeah.
And
See,
you said that
BJ's
they
on
fly
this
to
on
the
this panel.
South Pole, but then they change direction.
Yes.
Where are they flying to before they change direction?
To the South Pole.
He's gonna say the South
Where,
Pole, of course. You
where
are.
is the South Pole?
It's a marker
Where
they
they
put
fly
in
to.
this.
Huh?
Where
Don't
they
worry, I'm
fly
going
to.
down there soon.
Again with your stupid semantics.
No. Where is
You
it?
just said they fly to the South Pole.
Yeah,
so
where
they're
is-
flying to the South Pole.
Where is the South Pole?
It's a ceremonial place.
And where is it?
At the ceremonial South Pole place where they put the pole up.
And where is it that they put the pole up?
In Antarctica.
But where in Antarctica? You guys make Antarctica so big. Where is it? I want to find it on
At
a map.
the ceremonial South Pole.
And where is
You
that?
guys could have traveled to it from Union Glacier. You do know that.
Sure. I just want to know where it is on the flat Earth.
The flat Earth?
Oh, for goodness.
Yeah, it's in Antarctica.
In the same place.
At this point, he already knows he's fucked. He's already like in Antarctica, and he just continues digging.
Go away, dude.
It's a
It's just not what-
ceremonial
what's-
place. It's a ceremonial place. It's not a geographical location.
Okay, I'm asking where
If
the
I can-
ceremonial place is.
We just told you, dude.
So you
Cheers, BJ, for the interruption. They're desperately trying to help him out there.
you guys aren't really you guys aren't really
No,
helping.
you guys aren't really.
Oh God.
For example,
Blah,
if it's over
blah.
here, then I would need to go to Australia first or something to get there. I wouldn't want to go to South America first. So I need to know where it is.
It's just 90 degrees south. So what's the problem?
Where is 90 degrees south on a flat Earth?
That's not a flat Earth you got there. That's a globe projection you got in your hand. By the way.
Okay.
That is.
Do you understand the latitude and longitude is just a grid system?
Yeah.
Yeah. So where is
Desperate.
90 degrees south on a flat Earth?
Where it's placed on the latitude and longitude grid.
Yeah.
Where is that?
Again, it's a ceremonial place. It's wherever they placed the pole. It doesn't really matter to me. What's the issue here?
Is if the answer going to end up with another question?
Actually, it does matter because if you don't know where this is, you haven't done your research.
I do know. It's in Antarctica.
Okay, so if I want to go to the South Pole, how do I get there on a flat Earth?
By going to it.
How do I get there? I need to know where to
Fly
go.
to it.
Plane.
This has got to be the worst he's ever done. Yeah, where is this? It's there roughly. Where?
We have
How do I get
Roger
there?
on there
Just-
too.
Just go
Good
to
old
it.
Roger.
Roger, yeah, is he on there? Roger, oh my God, look at him.
Isn't that him?
Roger the Codger.
The
Yeah,
funny
that's him.
thing here,
I
I can
beat.
say, it happened twice. Like they had the chance to prepare a better answer after the debate, and Will brilliantly killed them twice over the same thing. If you think about it, and he's acting so good, like the dumb part. But where is it? Where is it? Just genius.
I know it was really good, and also I think this is the conversation of this or something very soon after that made Flatsoid do is I'm never talking about Flat Earth again, and I know he still does, but he panicked by something. What is these? Someone sent me a link here on the super chat. I see spin. I was closing the stream down. I've gone over 2 hours. I've definitely hit my targets there today. Thank you guys. Super chats. I see spin. Thanks for the entertainment. Have a good week, Matt. Yeah, you too, mate. Nice one. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the super chats. And Jack says 60 seconds South Pole. What is this? Anyone know what that is? If I click it, anyone got an idea?
It would be a short clip of him saying again and again, I think.
Oh, is it right? I'm going to do that, and then I don't have to watch this for another 6 hours. Right? Okay, let's click on it and see what's what. Here we go.
I think it's just a minute.
Yeah, 60 seconds. That's a minute. It's okay. I know, like Americans.
It's
the same thing.
Brilliant.
Just checking.
Will Duffy goes to Antarctica. What is this?
I wasn't for sure if you understood the
I
unit.
didn't see that one.
Is this the right video?
Today, I start packing for my trip to Antarctica.
What is it?
Let's try the latest AI for some help. I see Derp GPT. Derp GPT, how do you get to the South Pole?
Shut up, stupid. There is no South Pole.
Derp GPT, that voice is a bit aggressive.
It's in Antarctica.
Can you please change to a non-threatening voice?
Crepuscular rays.
How about a unisex voice, maybe more female?
It's in Antarctica.
But how do I get there?
Female.
It's in the south.
Okay, but where is it exactly?
Just go south.
I can't tell on the flat map just where the South Pole is.
It's
go south and then
start at the North Pole and head south.
I love that. That was funny.
You should
I've never
subscribe to
seen that before.
Flirtology.
Oh, so that summed it up. I don't need to watch any more of that. That's literally what he says. So anyone that hasn't seen that, go to Twatzoid's channel, scroll back about 9 months, and you'll see that there. Yeah, so I think Dave's put stuff up today, Dave McKeegan. I think Jaren has. They're all kind of marking the occasion in some way, so go check all of their stuff out, whatever the new stuff they've put up there. I'm going to shut this stream down. I'm going to play us out with the song that I started with, which is the TFE coping song. Cheers for the super chats. Cheers for CK and misinfo. I've been saying your name wrong for the whole time, but sorry about that. Disinfo. It says disinfo agent there.
I wrote disinfo, but misinformation agent. You can check my channel as well when you have time.
Either or. Yeah,
Funny stuff.
Check his channel when you get time. Disinfo agent, and it's misinfo. You need to make your mind up which agent you are, I think, because and they're two different things. What's disinformation and what's misinformation?
Intentional and not intentional. At first, I meant fluffers unintentionally lying about their stuff. Now I know they're intentionally lying about their stuff.
You are. We know this now. That's why I don't give them any mercy. Hopefully next time someone will come up and actually fucking talk to me, a flat earther. That'd be good. Right, cheers everybody. Thanks CK. Cheers for the cleavage. Cheers disinfo, misinfo for popping up here. And thanks everybody for the super chats. And we will see you next time. Adios for now. Cheers.
Don't feel bad for the flat earthers. They've all been depressed since December. It was the final experiment.